Sup, Eli?
Hey, Brad, how's it going?
Not too bad. I want to walk you through a little bit of Cafeteria Nipponica. I probably said that wrong, but...
I was saying it Nipponica.
Nipponica?
I don't know what's correct, though.
I don't know either. This is another Kairosoft joint, so buckle up, and if you've seen these before, then there you go. This one revolves around a restaurant, which I've named Alexander's. Because that is a good restaurant to go to, I hear.
Oh yeah, we went there in San Francisco.
Yeah, it was an inside joke. I wanted to bring that.
Oh, forgot.
Come on.
Sorry.
Come on. Anyway, so this is a video game about being a restaurant manager. Basically, what you do is you level up cooks, you level up servers, and you also level up your restaurant itself. I'm kind of far into the game here. I'm on my 6th year, and actually, I've moved my first restaurant to a new location. So,
is there a building mechanic here?
Yeah, there is. Well, I mean, not in a traditional sense. You can expand and move. You can't actually like physically.
So it's more along lines of game dev story in that regard,
exactly.
Not like Mega Mall story or whatever.
Exactly. Except I guess like a little element from Mega Mall is you can like place tables. Like you can buy different tables and place them around, and that boost your popularity of your place here. And a lot of different mechanics kind of going on here. One of them is obviously you can promote your cafe, which is kind of a big deal. And I'm going to go ahead and expand this restaurant. I got in position here before we started recording. So this is one of the things that usually takes about 24 hours. Another thing you can do that you saw me doing earlier is you can develop certain dishes, which is right here. So at night your cook improves the things you serve. He makes them more tasty.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this screen.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like this is where it gets hot right here. This is the first kind of like, hey man, I'm doing big things. But anyway, he increased the taste, appeal, and also the price of the meal, which is pretty important. Like the margins of all the food in this video game are extremely slim. We're talking like $2 per plate as your profit margin, which is makes the video game kind of tough.
I think that's the case for a lot of the food service industry, though, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Like, and it does the typical Kairosoft thing where, it doesn't charge you until like a quarter hits. So all of a sudden you owe somebody $1 billion. And you're like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Just I don't know why it does it. What I'm gonna do right here actually is I'm gonna hire a famous chef, and I think you're really gonna like this mechanic, Eli. I think this is right up your alley. So. Oh wait, here we go. We're a pretty popular restaurant here, Alexander's. We're in the top 200, and of course you get little monetary gains and stuff like that.
Text on this is nice and crisp compared to most Kairosoft games.
First Kairosoft game to launch Universal. So right here, I'm recruiting a chef, and essentially what you do is you throw money at him. You make it rain on this this guy. Basically, the objective is to get him over the little bargaining line. And I've actually played a previous game. We'll switch to that a little bit later because I want to show you what it's like to have 2 restaurants going at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's it. Give him some money.
Yeah.
Give him some presents.
Just make it rain. I'm gonna up your salary. I'm gonna give you some homemade food. Give you some ice cream. All these things. So this is easily, especially in this game, this is gonna be my most expensive employee, by far. By like thousands of dollars.
What a crazy mechanic.
I know, it's kind of out of place, but I like it. I like it.
Someone walks in your door, just take my money.
Yeah, here you go, Gordy Ramsley. Different chefs have different things that they do well. Ramsley is a Chinese chef, as the gold robe indicates.
Doesn't make sense. Isn't Gordon Ramsay a French-trained?
I guess. I don't watch the Food Network, man. I do know the name. I've noticed the name.
Oh, you should watch the BBC Kitchen Nightmares. It's on Netflix.
Kitchen Nightmares. I like it.
Yeah, you'll like it. It's really good.
Oh yeah, and here's a little mechanic here. I'm gonna put a little plant in the corner here.
A leafy plant.
So you can see how that kind of works. And of course, different consumers like different things, just like in every other Kairosoft title. So. Oh, you can also switch jobs of your employees. So this guy just hit max Chinese chef, and by switching his job, he gets more points and gets the opportunity to learn more skills as a cook.
That involves changing clothes, apparently?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Huh.
So this restaurant, actually, I started out as a Japanese restaurant, purely Japanese restaurant. In this one, you can make your own recipes and stuff, or not make your own, but the game has several recipes that you can cook, and it gives you a spread of whatever you want. So you can start off Western, Chinese, or Japanese, and that's what I chose to start with this. Seems like the way you want to go, though, if you haven't played this game yet and you kind of want to, seems like Chinese is the way you want to go, because you'll get all the ingredients to make better dishes almost immediately. So keep that in mind. I tried.
So did you set up the walls and stuff here, or is that all automatic? Like, I noticed you placed the plant, but
right. No, the walls are all automatic. It draws all that, and because I have a bigger restaurant now, I need to hire more dudes, and that means more wait staff. So
I kind of like how they have the building mechanic, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, what was the one with the school?
Pocket Academy.
Yeah, like, I thought that was cool, but
a little too freeform.
The building mechanic, drove me crazy because I was like, well, this doesn't even make sense as a school how I'm laying this out, but it makes sense from a statistics standpoint.
Right. Yeah. Like, the thing with this Kairosoft game, or any Kairosoft game in general, is it's like a big discovery of, like, so there's so many systems that interact with each other, and maybe in Pocket Academy and Mega Mall more so than this one, but it's almost your job as a player, and I know it's totally accidental on Kairosoft's part, but it's your job as a player almost to, like, kind of figure out this cobweb of systems and kind of like make your own weave to where everything plays together nicely. As you play, you make these discoveries, and you kind of like try to construct something amazing and profitable at the same time just by observing what the game throws at you. It's kind of weird, really.
Do you feel like you have a handle on the game on your first playthrough here?
I don't. See, so this is actually my second playthrough, and like, I haven't been real far on either. So I guess yeah, it is technically my first playthrough. But I still don't know, like, I don't know how to make, like, dishes worth more and like kind of increase that margin. So, like, I always get to the stopping point where I'm only making like $4 per dish, right? And it just never seems to be enough. Like, I'm only making like $1,000 per month, but like the new properties and stuff like that, it costs like $34,000.
Yeah.
So like, I'm supposed to be making significant coin here, and there's something that I'm just not clicking with right now, and I still can't figure it out. Even
I wonder
after
if there's
playing.
one of those mechanics like in Game Dev Story, the build your own console.
Maybe
It wasn't apparent on any level the amount of stuff you needed to do in order to like get that option.
Yeah, or I wonder if there's going to be like the equivalent of a hacker, which hackers made everything like a billion times better. Like, hackers essentially broke the game with how much they increased everything around them. That's kind of the thing, because like, if you saw with my dishes, like, the taste was like at 100, but obviously it's out of like a possible 1,000. And the only thing I could do to increase taste, I can only increase it by like 4 or 5 points if I'm lucky. Like, I mean, there's some kind of thing that I just don't know about so far, and it's unfortunate, but that's kind of like a Kairosoft game thing. And also, you can buy stuff from the store.
Are you firing your dudes and rehiring better dudes?
You can't fire in this game. Actually, kind of an interesting mechanic in this one is, unlike every other... here's an interesting one before we get back to that. So, every quarter you can go out and scavenge, essentially, for new toppings to make better stuff. And this is just that mechanic. So you just take out your dudes, and you pay a certain amount of coin, and they pick up things. And at the end, kind of like in the later RPGs that we've been seeing from Kairosoft, you get like a treasure box that has a special item in it. And in this case, it's a new dish, apparently. So there you go. And a luxury set of tables. What were we talking about? I totally forgot.
The hiring and firing mechanic.
Oh, yeah, so you actually don't lose anything in this game. When you replace it, it puts it into storage. So when I open a new restaurant, like, all the tables that I put into storage will actually just fill that restaurant automatically. And if you want to get rid of somebody, if they're starting to cost too much money, you put them on a quote-unquote break. And
that's interesting. I always thought that was kind of irritating in previous Kairosoft games, because, I mean, like, and again, going back to Game Dev Story, which I think probably most people I would think have played that are interested in this, like the game wanted you, like, in order to do well at the game, you had to hire people and then fire them when there were better people available.
Right, exactly.
But like that always seems so backwards to me, because it was like, dude, if I have someone that's been like here from the beginning,
right,
I'm like, I don't want to fire them. Like, let's just train them up. Like, they've been here for everything.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, there isn't so much, even in Pocket Academy and Mega Mall and stuff like that, there was a big emphasis on, like, slash and burns. Like, alright, this isn't good enough, here's the new thing, go. Right? And this one you get to keep everything, which is pretty nice. There's just a lot of stuff going on. I'm just kind of like, what do I do next? I really don't... And, I feel like almost with any Kairosoft game, you have to play it all the way through to year 14 or 20 or whenever this game ends to be like, okay, here's the size and scope of the game. Now I can play it. Yeah, exactly.
Aliens.
Now I understand what this is all about. So yeah, okay, my cook's finally almost done with this dish here, and I just added ingredients that would make it theoretically better. But it looks like I accidentally created a new dish instead of improved that one. So there you go. What a waste.
Didn't you mentioned to me yesterday that this was like eating battery like crazy? Is that still the case?
Yeah, man. So my iPad hasn't been fully charged since I started playing this game. So like I started like 80%, right? And within like 2 hours, I was down to like 20. I mean, it was intense. It was fast.
That's crazy.
Yeah, let's switch to my other one so you can kind of see what's going on with two restaurants. I feel like you got the sense of what was going on with one big one. This is actually the starter restaurant. Oh, no, wait, no. This is the one we were just in. Here's the starter restaurant, which I've expanded all the way out. And this one, I made Western food, so I got, like, omelets and stuff like that.
Oh, you can switch back and forth on the fly?
Yep. So you hit the map button, and here's all the areas you can go to. There's one on a bridge and in the city. That stuff costs a lot of money to get into as well. I mean, just a ton of money. But eventually, you're going to get 4 restaurants, or 5, rather. To watch all at the same time. Huh. So I mean, man, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's Gordy. He's back. He's a boss, by the way. As soon as you get access to him, get him.
Nice.
It doesn't matter what his specialty is. Although I still think I need to start over again as a Chinese restaurant. I feel like that would be the best boost I could give myself in this video game. But there you go, Cafeteria Nipponica. I think, or how'd you say it, Eli?
Nipponica. I don't know.
$2.99. It's a Kairosoft game. You know what to expect. I say buy it because it's good.